What's up Trophy Hunters, spring sale in the PSN store. In this video I want to show you some easy worth playing platinum games, some good deals and some hidden gems. We're jumping right into it. Of course I will also show you the platinum difficulty and time for each game, so let's go. Well, you probably heard about it, Sony is testing personal pricing. And I have some information that Astrobot is for some people only $20. So I recommend that you check out the price on Astrobot, because if you're lucky you can buy the game for just $20. The game is an easy platinum and definitely worth a try. The next game on my list is definitely a hidden gem. It's Tormented Souls. I personally think this game is a little bit running under the radar for a lot of people. It's an old school survival horror game, definitely a way better than the first one, but keep in mind the platinum is also quite challenging. The game requires multiple playthroughs, there are difficult related trophies and there is also a speedrun trophy. Survival horror is back, baby. If you're looking for a more relaxing experience, I can recommend Dispatch. If you never heard about it or don't know what the game is, well, let's say it's a modern Telltale game. The game got a 8.9 user score on Metacritic. There are a few missables, but you need at least 2 to 3 playthroughs anyway to get the platinum. It's definitely an easy, worth playing platinum game. The next game I put on the list because it's a great deal: Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor Martyr. The PS5 Ultimate Edition is very rare on sale. I think the last time was in April 2025 or something. If you enjoy twin stick shooter, you should give the game definitely a try. Since release they added a lot of content, updates and a lot more stuff. If you only care about the platinum, you roughly need 50 hours. If you want 100% and all the DLCs, you can easily spend more than 100 hours in this game. But keep in mind there are also some online trophies. But for just $10 you get a pretty solid game with a lot of content. Next game on my list is Alien Rogue Incursion Evolved Edition. Keep in mind this is the non-VR version, so you don't need a VR to play the game. It's a first person shooter, it's a very short game, but the atmosphere is really great in this game. The trophy list is fairly simple: complete the game, find all the collectibles and complete the game on the highest difficulty, which is called Insane. Everyone is talking about Octopath Traveler, but nobody is talking about Triangle Strategy. Of course those are similar games, but Triangle Strategy focus on world building and story, and the gameplay is a little bit different because Octopath has classic style turn-based combat and this one has grid-based tactical combat. The platinum requires several playthroughs. It's also more difficult than Octopath Traveler and you need at least 80 to 100 hours. You can get through it a lot quicker, it really depends on your playstyle. A hidden gem under the Souls-like games is definitely Plague Faith Forsaken. A lot of people hate on this one, but for me it's definitely a hidden gem in the Souls-like genre. To be honest, it's far away from the best Souls-like games, but I personally really like this one and they did a great job on the atmosphere. The platinum can also be achieved a lot quicker than in most Souls-like games. If you're looking for a short but full of action-packed shooter game, check out Bright Memory Infinite. This game was a surprise, it's short, it's fun and it's a relatively easy platinum. There is also a difficult related trophy. You need to complete the trophy on the highest difficulty, but there is a bit of a workaround. After completing the game once, you only need to complete the last chapter on the highest difficulty to unlock the trophy. So this will definitely a bit of a time saver. The next game will probably surprise you: Abela Village. It's only $8 instead of $20. A lot of people hate on this game because, yeah, of course, it's a Resident Evil Village ripoff. But to be honest, this one was a lot better than I expected. The gameplay and the puzzles are pretty fun, to be honest, and I really had a good time with the game. The game has some missable trophies and there's also a speedrun trophy, but it is possible to unlock everything in a single playthrough. But more realistic are definitely 2 playthroughs. If you need some assistance, you can check out my full platinum walkthrough on my channel. If you enjoy old school RPGs, I highly recommend Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. Pretty good deal, only $18 instead of $50, and also keep in mind the game is very rare on sale. Well, there are a lot of messages and some stuff, but there is a very good step-by-step walkthrough text guide on true achievements. And even after the platinum, you still haven't seen everything. You can spend another 50 or 100 hours into the game. But keep in mind, this game is really only for hardcore players. The biggest downside are definitely the controls on console. Well, the next game on my list is I Hate This Place. This one is a craft-based isometric survivor horror game. Well, if you only care about the trophies, you can get the platinum within 4 hours. But there is a lot more to do after the platinum, so you probably still keep playing after you have unlocked all the trophies. Pretty solid and fun game where you can spend a lot of time into it, but keep in mind, if you only care about the platinum, this will be a really quick one. Next game on my list is Silent Hill F. Well, I guess you know what the game is, but I want to mention that this is the biggest price drop yet. Just $35 instead of $70, pretty good deal for this kind of game. The game has plenty of missable trophies, but you need several playthroughs anyway to unlock all the trophies. The game also offers a new game plus, and you roughly need 30 to 40 hours to unlock all the trophies in the game. If you want all the trophies in the game, I highly recommend that you use a collectible guide and a guide how to unlock all the different endings in the game. Next one definitely counts to the hidden gems, Norco. This is a point and click adventure game. In short, I would say the game offers an incredible atmospheric story without gameplay surprises. The game is also cross-buy, so it would be possible to unlock 2 platinums. Without the guide and exploring everything by yourself, you roughly need 8 to 10 hours. If you use a walkthrough and skip all the text, you can probably get through it within 3 hours. Next one is one of my favorite easy platinum games, the Artful Escape, only $7 instead of $20. It's basically a pretty straightforward game. You run from left to right and play a guitar. But this was more fun than I expected. The music is great and the easy platinum is a nice bonus too. The next easy must-play platinum game is definitely Oblivion. This is the remastered version, but it really feels like a complete remake. They did an amazing job on this one, and for some reason I'm still liking this more than Skyrim. If you only care about the trophies, you can basically unlock the platinum within 30 hours, and it's relatively easy because everything can be done on the easiest difficulty. But you can easily spend more than 100 hours after the platinum to explore everything in the game. Amazing game and a must play. Next pretty cheap one is the Chant, only $5 instead of $25. This one is a very straightforward horror game. The main focus on this one is the story and the atmosphere, and for just $5 you can't get wrong with this one. The game requires several playthroughs, but the game is very short. There's also a DLC with trophies, but the DLC is free. So if you haven't played it already, go for it. The next banger under $5 is Other Side. This one is a mix between roguelite and strategy game. The combat is turn-based, and if you enjoy games like this, you need to play this. I personally really love this one. Like in most roguelite games, the game gets a little bit easier over time. But overall it isn't really long for this kind of games. You should be able to unlock all the trophies within 25 hours. The only really tough part was the final boss. I also want to mention my childhood heroes, Bud Spencer and Terrence Hill in Slaps and Beans 2. Short and easy platinum, the game is a beat 'em up game with a lot of minigames, and of course the game can also be played couch co-op, which is highly recommended. Final Fantasy VII count as a masterpiece, but Final Fantasy IX is also a masterpiece, and definitely one of the best Final Fantasy games ever made in my opinion. Trophy-wise, this is definitely a challenge even with the accessibility options, but it's a game that everyone must play. Without accessibility options, you easily need more than 100 hours, and it's definitely a 9 out of 10 difficulty, but with the accessibility options, it's probably a 6 out of 10, and you can unlock all the trophies in less than 100 hours. So the time to platinum really depends on your playstyle. And if you're not sure if you ever get the platinum, well, buy the game and play it on a second account. You need to experience this masterpiece. And last but not least, I have the game Eternal Strands. Pretty solid deal, just $12 instead of $40. The game is an action adventure and basically a relatively easy one. You can play the game on the easiest difficulty, there are no missables, and you should be able to get the platinum within 25 hours. So guys, that's it. This was my list. I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for the attention. See you in my next one.